Holyhead Breakwater, 1.7 miles long. Not a bad walk. What I'm going to do, show you where the turning is, and then I'm going to have a walk down so you can have a look. Here's where you want to be. So you've got on the right here the marina, Holyhead Sailing Club. You want to be going over this way. So instead of heading down that hill, you're going to turn left and you're going to follow that road past that van. Keep heading down that road that I showed you earlier. I say earlier, it'll be seconds ago on this clip. Down there takes you to the Breakwater Country Park, cracking little spot. However, you're going to turn in here. So literally just as you come up here, just a private property, but I've been parking here for years and so has everyone else that I'm aware of. Come in here, and then right at the bottom down yonder is the start of the breakwater. You can park anywhere here. There's enough room to turn your car around or whatever. So if you're fishing, walking, whatever you're doing, then you're good to go. It's actually free as well. Ferries leaving over there actually. Start of the breakwater, plenty of places to park. Stand a line over there. Yes, I'm on the rough bit here. No idea what that little bird is. What is that? Cool looking thing though. So yeah, on here. Just having a mooch really, show you what it's like. You can hear a Tucano from RAF Valley, I'm assuming. What is that? Ah, little chick. That is perfectly camouflaged. And I'm assuming that is its parent. There it is, run across in that little sandy coloured patch. See it? That's mad, tiny. It's small, that is. Nuts. Anyway, head back over this way so you can see where we're going. It's 1.7 mile long, so it is a bit of a trek to the end. I come here quite often, to be fair. I do a lot of fishing. I'm one of the good ones, take my rubbish home and all that. Not like a lot. But yeah, this is the way on. you've got two options as well when you get to the actual start. You've got the bottom path and you've got the top path. The top path is really flat. The bottom one, do you know, it's actually alright at the moment. When we've had a big storm, it does kind of wash some of the flooring out. Literally there's big gouges in it and stuff. I think Stena Line come down and they fix it every so often. Yeah, so there you go. Top road, bottom road. I'm going to take the bottom one to the end and the top on the way back. He's got a good idea there, coming on his bike. Might try that one day actually. Normally get quite a lot of anglers on here. Water clarity on here can be absolutely amazing at times when you've not had much bad weather. He's a big one there, good size of him. Probably don't do it justice, but he's definitely a big. Oh, just been joined by his mate as well. They're massive. Yeah, we're walking off the fall down there. It's quite a distance that actually. It is really good for fishing. You catch a lot of dogfish though, to be fair, but there is all sorts here. I mean, literally at this beginning section I've seen massive bullets come out. Look at the size of him. Bill, and there's Ben, the big raven men. Actually the water clarity is not all that bad. It's not brilliant, but it's not too bad. So regardless of which way you choose to kind of walk down the breakwater, because it's a bit rougher down here, but there are quite a few of these steps, so you can jump on the top if you want. It's up to you. You can see here where the storms gouge it all out, and they have done a decent job of kind of flattening it off a little bit. It's in a lot better condition than I've seen it previously. Saying that, I'm sure it didn't look this bad last time I came, but I think I walked back up on the top. Just a bit easier when you've got all your gear. Got stones and all that malarkey on here. It's not bad, it's quite clear actually. Not really come that far. It's cool though. Amazing place. I say that a lot, amazing place, but it really is. I can't fault it. Got these out. These will be for lobsters, crab. You can catch them quite easily here actually. The right time of year, when the weather picks up and it gets a bit warmer, you can catch them on fish baits and stuff if you're just fishing. I know I said before, you get a lot of dogfish here, but you also get bullets. Guy I just spoke to there said he's seen a bass earlier just swimming around in shoals, mackerel, herring in winter. But where it stands out for me, you can get smoothhounds as well further around on the end, and thornback rays. But literally fishing down the side is so much fun. Loads of little mini species, some really random looking fish. Look up scorpion fish or ballan wrasse, corkwing wrasse, things like that, or even cuckoo wrasse. The male ones are absolutely awesome, proper stunning colours on them. And the corkwing, you get different variations in the colouring, but they all look nice. I was on here just after the beast from the east. It was absolute havoc. Pretty much every ship, or boat even, apart from a couple, were destroyed, literally on the bottom. All that area over there is where they were all kept before they were shipped off and dismantled. Coming up to the low tide now, so you can see it's quite shallow. High tide can be about a metre off the top. Can be fished all states of the tide, this place. So you might notice a change in the lighting. It is a little bit lighter, it's a bit sunny now. Even though pretty much I've only just finished recording on that other video, I've just been stopped for about an hour. I want to chat to a couple of guys fishing. Couldn't help myself. Proper stunning place. That mountain looks amazing in this light as well. It's not really a mountain, it's a hill, but it's known as Holyhead Mountain. Pretty flat, Anglesey as a whole. It's pointless just recording it all the way down. I'd be bored out your tree. It's literally more and more of the same. And I'm boring, don't have that much to talk about. There you go. After the lobster. I was just talking to some guys then on about fishing. I've fished here quite a while, or a few times actually over the years, so I was just trying to give them a bit of information, help them catch some fish. All these here, they used to be open. Only recently they've been kind of stoned up rather than bricked up. I think the reason for that is, well, the place has been a little bit abused, I think, by some anglers. The amount of rubbish, tents, sleeping bags, disposable barbecues and all that kind of stuff just left or thrown in there out the way so people don't know, or hidden, whatever. You know, it's got to be lighter to take it back with you than it is to bring it. So yeah, it's a shame really. You'd think a place like this that people would look after it, but they don't. There's not many places like this, especially not in the northwest anyway. External line were to restrict access. That wouldn't be good for anglers or anyone really. It's a good way of keeping fit, and if you go up the top there you can see these all look like they've been fishing. Coming up towards the end, I say the end, the second bend before the final straight down to the, everyone calls it a lighthouse. I just nearly broke my ankle. It's not a lighthouse really, it's just a warning marker for the ferries. Sun's out even more. Just stopped talking to some more people about fishing. Now it's getting really warm. I've got a dry mouth. Awesome. But I'm going to the end anyway. It's going to cripple me on the way back. It's not too far actually from this section once you get around here. It looks far, but in comparison to The rest of it, it's not that bad. Did it again. Stopped talking to people fishing. Caught little dogfish. Oh well. Yeah, so we're nearly at the end now anyway. There's a couple of guys over there. Doing a bit of water skiing on a little rib. Oh yeah, people refer to it as a lighthouse. I suppose it is. Of some sort anyway. Doesn't look like these ones have been filled in. I suppose not as many people walk this far down. For fishing, but you can see there what I was on about. That's why they filled the others in. Just people leaving all sorts of crap in them. It's disgusting. There's no need for it whatsoever. Let's have a look. What have we got? It's quite shallow here now. We're just after low tide, so very shortly. Oh, actually now the tide's going to make its way back in again. Start covering all this up. Move away from the edge while I'm filming. My luck will end up in. I don't think I'll end up swimming because it's not deep enough. Like I said, if you're coming for a walk down, it's fair enough. You've got plenty of these little bits here where you can get up and down, so you can swap and change. If you want to have a look out on the other side, going out to sea, you can see the skerries. When I get to the end, I'll have a look around and then I'll show you where the skerries are. If you watched the video I did on Yinish Fiddling, that is a lot further up the coast, and well, I won't say close, but it's a lot closer than here is to the skerries. Skerries are a little group of islands with an actual lighthouse on. Seal colony. Never been, but it's somewhere that is on the list to go. Whether or not I go on my own little boat or take some sort of rig ride or something, we'll see. Turned out to be an absolute cracking day. Right, some more of them. That looks like little wooden beams holding that up. Cracking day for it. Look at that, how calm it is. I suppose it's not like that on the other side, but that's what the breakwater's for. Calms the water down, makes it a safe harbour for ferries and the little boats, etc. Getting closer now. I just spotted over there to the right, cracking beach actually, known as Sandy Beach. That's its anglicised name anyway. And it's over there. Now, I don't know how good that looks, because I can only see it on my screen, but absolute cracking beach. Gets really busy in summer, but what I will say is the water clarity over there, it's some of the best I've seen when I've been on Anglesey, and the beach is nice and clean. There is like a holiday park there as well. Never actually been to that, just visited the beach once or twice. Yeah, there's a few knocking around Anglesey. Oh, we often go to Criggle Beach. That's where we do a bit of snorkeling and stuff. That's normally quite good water clarity. Looks like a charter boat's coming in. Been doing a bit of fishing. We're nearly at the end now. I think it's this bit here with these. Oh no, obviously it's that bit. There was a platform. I've seen a really old picture and it collapsed. I think that's where people used to fish off years ago. So it kind of jutted out into deep water. You can see now there's nothing left of it. However, that looks mint. I can't really see it because the sun's shining on the screen. Hopefully it shows on here. It does look quite nice. Seen a few sand eels knocking around on the way in, or shoals of fish. Just seen a little one down there in that brick, some sort of goby I bet. In fact, I can see fish glistening in the water over there. I don't know if you can see them or not, there's quite a few there actually. Small shoulder bait fish. I hope I'm zoomed in on the right spot. The sun's shining on my screen so I can't see a thing. Oh well. We'll find out, I suppose. Caution, ship approaching. I hope he's not heading for me right now. We're all in trouble. And here we are, made it to the end. Look at that for a view. Hopefully it's not too bad with the sun shining directly on the lens. But yeah, look at that. Well, you can see there actually how much flatter that section is there for walking down. So it's up to you which way you come. You can only assume this has been what's been washed over the sand during storms. Look at that. Awesome. Bit of a beast on the sly on the end there. I'll try and get a shot from the other side so the sun's not directly on the lens. But over there in the distance is what I was on a bit before. That's the skerries. You can just make out the lighthouse over there. Looks like there's a container ship of some sort over yonder. Well, you can see the difference in the water. If you look over there, nice and calm, not too bad. But then when you get on this bit here, it's not a rough day by any standards, but you can see the swell and the little waves on there. And in a minute you'll also be able to see the other side of the breakwater with a bit more clarity. Hopefully that sun's not killing it. But yeah, there you go. So a lot of anglers fish on this side as well. You can see it's quite rocky. What you'll find is you've got to cast quite far over this and you've got to retrieve quickly as well, otherwise you're getting your tackle lost in all of that. And it's pretty much the same all the way down. Right, that's that done. Shouldn't have taken that long really, but look how flat that is actually. How nice that is, nice and flat. And that's the breakwater doing its job. You can see the difference. It's not, like I said, it's not bad today, but look at that. Decent water clarity too. Yeah, sorry, it's been in rain. Well, that's me done. I'm gonna walk back now. Shouldn't have taken that long really, but I've stopped and spoken to quite a few people. Just chewing their ear off about fishing really. I've helped some mum catch some fish. That's always a positive. So I'm just gonna make my way back now. There he is, his little boat. Sun's dead bright, so I can't really see the screen, so I'm struggling a little bit really. Might be worse when I get to the end and turn round, as the sun's going to be directly facing the camera. We're off at a little bit of an angle at the moment, but it's only going to get worse. A little boat on his way in now. So yeah, you can see it's a lot flatter, a lot safer and calmer. I say safer as long as you stay in the middle. If you've got dogs and they're not daft, you know, it is a bit of a drop down there, or kids or whatever. If you're coming for a walk, then it's absolutely fine. Decent enough for a bike as well. We saw the guy at the beginning of the breakwater earlier. Seen a few people do that. Even guys coming out fishing, strapping the rods to the frame and that with the backpack on. It's quite a regular thing to see. And to be honest, it is a bit of a walk, but it saves a bit of time, and so be it. That sun is getting warmer all the time. Look at that. Earlier on today it was a bit miserable, a bit dark, a bit gloomy, and it's well picked up. Can't see. Decent sized boat going out over there. Sorry if it's a little bit shaky. Absolutely cracking the flags. What should have been a quick hour's walk there and back has turned into several hours. The sun burning off the cloud, sunburn on the neck, dying for a drink, but all worth it. Look at that now. Awesome. Straight round. In fact, I'm going to wait here for oh, did anyone see that fish jump out of the water then? Quite a decent sized fish, whatever it was. Must have jumped a good 2 foot clear in the air. Anyway, that's not what I'm looking at, so look at that ferry. Normally this will turn up and then a Stena line will come not long after. Vice versa. In and out, in and out. Every, I don't know, 3 hours or so. It's like watching paint dry. Only joking, just taking its time to come in. Decent sized ferry though. Beast. Right, I'm going to carry on and walk back because I am boiling and my neck is on fire. Note to self, next time don't stop and yap unless you've got a bottle of water. It's going to turn sunny. In fact, I can hear a car alarm going off on that boat. This is going to take me forever. Shouldn't whinge, I'm out and about. It's always a good thing really, isn't it? Got the driest mouth known to man. And ferries getting a little bit closer. Just going past the bit where the cruise ships normally dock. I'll try and get it as it does its spin round. 3-point turn. I can assure you it's not in slow motion. Seeing these doing this at night, it's awesome with all the lights lit up and everything. Makes you wonder though. They just seem to spin it round, reversing, boom, done. Then when the other one comes in, that does the same. Really skilled captains. Just looks like he's spinning round on spot. Sorry, little biter on my arm, now one on my face. And my ear.
I wouldn't necessarily.
Now I've stopped and been eaten by flies in the middle of the sea, practically. And you look where we are, why is there even flies out here? Well, they're having a good eat, feasting upon me. Look at that. Is nearly done. It's like that thing on what is it, Monty Python and the Holy Grail with the charging. It seems to take forever. There's some random bird just on the wall behind me. Slowly does it now. Can you imagine the damage that would cause if it hit it at speed? It's still moving? Can't really tell from here now. Don't think it is. Oh, here it is. Ever so slightly. Ever so slightly. There we go. I think he's done. There you go. Right. Can't even see the screen, the sun is just that bright at the moment. No idea if you can see where we're going or what we're doing, but you get the gist. It's decent enough, flat enough, and it's a nice walk. What more could you want from your surroundings? Sea on both sides, ferries docking, ships everywhere. Just look at that, amazing. Nearly on the last bend now. I've just looked at back of my hands. They are really red. My arms are starting to go red. If you watched the videos on Quaifan Church, where else did I go this morning? Anglesey Model Village. You'll see that it was very dull, very overcast. And as I actually got to Holyhead, it just looked like it was going to hammer down. There were some clouds in the distance, and well, yeah, looked like I needed a brolly, a jacket, you name it. Well, it's just turned out like this. I had planned on going a couple of other places today, but it is getting late now. It's like 4:45 or something. My own fault really, just talking to people, fishing. Can't help it, it's my favourite hobby. I mentioned before there'll be the Stena Line ferry on its way in. Getting closer. Closer to a drink. I don't know about back to the car. Soldiers Point. Done a little video on that. Not much to it. I don't know very much about it. But yeah, it's pretty much just had a quick walk around the outside. Nice place really, fallen into disrepair. No idea why it's like castle walls and stuff around it. Seems a bit of a shame really. Good point. And you're walking up on top. Obviously the ground's flatter, you can see. But you get a good view of Holyhead Mountain. And I think over there, not sure if you will see it, North Stack maybe. Look at that. Slowly getting closer. Walk around the edge here, have a look. Good spot if you want to do a bit of species hunting for, oh, smells a bit funky, for wrasse, gobies, things like that. You can get down on these rocks. Well, them ones there and there, really. These are a little bit too low. And them little cracks down there between the rocks, be absolutely crawling with small fish, little predators. He's making a bit of racket. Where is he?